Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I am so far behind. I haven't really done a lot of scrapbooking. I've been doing some other crafts, getting ready for my daughter's graduation party and another friend's graduation party. So I'm falling behind. But we had my daughter's dance recital this weekend, so I have some more pictures to scrapbook. I'm excited. So I've pulled out some super old creative memories. It's from the Black and White Power Palette. I really like these two papers together because the swirls are similar. I have already cut a bunch of photos, and what I was thinking is, because there were so many photos of her solo, so I'm going to this layout is going to be just about her solo. So I was thinking a grid. This didn't print well, so that's just super ugly. I think I have, yes, 9 pictures. So I'm going to do a 3x3 grid layout. Oh, this one is taller, so I'm going to do that. I'll put that in the middle. Everything else is the same size. I just can't cut that one anymore. I think that will work. But I'm try and make sure she's looking in the right direction. So that one's going in that way, that one's going in that way. So everything's going sort of to the center of the picture. So I like that. I like the contrast of the blue, and her costume was black with some white, really cream florals on it. So I'm happy with that. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it yet. I may just do it really, really simply. I'm probably was thinking these are just under 3x3, so they're almost 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I could have done them exactly 3x3. That probably would have been a little better, because then this would have been exactly right, but it's okay. I accidentally did a border on them, so by the time I cut the border off, it was less than 3 inches. The theme was Broadway, so I thought I might do that. This is her afterwards in the costume and with her teacher, her choreographer. So I thought I liked those, like this. And then I also had this doily and some flowers that I've pulled. Since she's holding flowers there, I thought I could do, just for a little spark of color. And then I have this doily that I thought I can cut in half and do some here, one here, and one here, maybe. Just to add just a little spark of color. And then these, maybe I can put over here in a couple of spots. And I have this heart. So I'm not going to do a whole lot on this. I don't know. And one more rose. I don't know if I want the theater I like it, but I think I might just, I still need a title on there too, so, let's maybe, I want to make some things into clusters. I'm just sort of dry fitting everything here, trying to decide what I like where. So this is going to be super square, so this one doesn't have to be quite so square. I can do something like that, and then the title here. What is under this? I do have some stickers. I think Vicky Booten Bold and Bright might have some things. I think this Bold and Bright title might look really good on it. And then some little words and things. So I thought there might be a few things from this that we could include. To bring in some more blue over here, and so I want a little bit of blue over here and I want a little bit of pink over here, I think. So I think I'm gonna play around with that. And then I also have these silver swirlies, so I think I might be able to use some of those as well. Maybe. So maybe some of the smaller ones can go over here and tie into that. These are kind of a perfect match for this, actually. Cut that off. And then maybe one of these long ones. I have no idea, y'all. I'm just winging this. Yeah, under the heart. Yeah. Something like that. So there's 3 there, and then add some more over here. All right. So let me tape some things down. You don't need to watch that slow process. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about, find some stickers to go on there and just add a few things. But it might just be a really simple page, you guys. All right, so I've come back. Everything is stuck down. I didn't change a lot, except I shifted some of the flowers around so that I didn't have the daisies all on one page and the roses on the other. And then I'm looking through my Creative Memories letters. I have these silver letters, and then I think I'm going to use these little scrolly looking black Creative Memories letters. So the title is going to be Senior Solo. So I'm going to use the silver letters for the word solo. And they're kind of interesting because the foam on these letters is pink. So it matches pretty well. So I'm going to spell it backwards in hopes that it will fit. And miraculously, it fit perfectly. So the eye was a little crooked, just needed to adjust that. So we have senior solo, and I'm going to add a few more little swirlies. One by the title and then one on the other side. So I've got a little bit of a triangle on that page of the swirlies and embellishments, and then a diagonal on the right-hand page. Now I'm just looking through these Vicki Boutin stickers. This took me longer than it should have. I do think about using this little border strip under here. I end up not. I find another one that I like better. So this is Vicki Boutin Bold and Bright, and I decide not to use the foiled elements off here because I've got that more pure silver, and these are more sort of holographic, a little warmer tone. But I am just looking for a few little wordy bits and things like that to put on there. So I probably spent more time on these little bits than I needed to. I made a few false starts, put things down, and then changed my mind later. And I probably could have stopped really at this point almost. But I keep going. So this is Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush, and I decide to add a few butterflies. I still don't have any blue over on the left-hand page, and there's so much blue in the photos because of the stage coloring that I really wanted to pull in some blue on that page. But now I have butterflies on one side and not on the other side, so I need to make an adjustment. So I'm going to pull out this other round butterfly element. I'm going to switch it out. And then that gives me a butterfly to put on the other page. And there was this border strip in that sticker pack, and it's blue, and it sort of matches the feel of the paper. So I was really happy with that and decided to add it. It takes me a while to get it here under this picture, probably because I had another sticker on my finger. I just could not get it where I wanted it. So I gave up and put it right where I had it to begin with. And then it's time for some sprinkles. So I have some deep blue sequins, so I'm going to add those, and then just some silver dots to add a little bit more silver to the page. So not a ton of sequins, and I really do just pull out the blue because it's a really good match for that stage lighting. Sprinkle those around. And then use some silver Nuvo drops. And that's it. It was a really pretty fast, especially for a 2-page layout. It went really fast, but I'd sort of been thinking about it all day, about doing all those photos in a grid like this, and that makes it really straightforward. And I fit 11 photos on one page, one 2-page layout. Thanks a lot, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Share my page with your friends, with your scrappy friends. Hopefully I'll be getting ready to finish out the month of May. I've got a lot more things of my daughter's events to document, and I'm getting ready for Christy's Beautiful Life in June, and my sketch will be day 22. Thanks a lot.